Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn, where we're going to be discussing the Google My Business, and I'll be calling it GMB throughout the presentation so I don't confuse everybody. A little bit about me. I'm the Director of Marketing of Edge Digital. We're a full-service digital marketing agency offering lead generation services. We help clients keep their sales pipelines full. Today's agenda, we're going to go through the features that are on the GMB and how you can use them, and then also how to tag images to get them into that images.google.com. We'll also talk about some software tools and how to manage the GMB content. So what is the GMB? It is for local business. B2B businesses can use it, but it's most beneficial to businesses that have customers that are searching for them on Google Map listings. It gives your customers a way to reach you by calling. There's a click-to-call feature, messaging, which is kind of new, and also leaving reviews, which everybody knows about. It is a free business listing from Google that lets you easily connect with customers across Google Search and Maps. So basically, there's a map listing for all business addresses, and you just need to claim yours. The first tip is, if you haven't claimed your business listing, make sure you claim it under a specific email address that you control. So don't let anybody claim it for you. First, you want to log into a business Gmail account and then click the link to claim the business. That is really important because you always want to control your intellectual property. So why use the GMB? Because it's content that shows up in search results. It's the simplest way to stay in touch with your customers. One of the reasons GMB posts are so important is because Google prioritizes quality data in search results. So make sure you're giving your customers what they want. It can improve your search rankings. So for example, say you're an ice cream shop in Raleigh, that you'll have a higher likelihood of showing up in search results when someone searches on ice cream shop Raleigh when you post about it. And I just wanted to mention that today we are not going to cover everything on the GMB. I will show you a lot because I talk really fast, but I did put together a 4 local optimization technique ebook, and you are welcome to download it. It's going to go through a lot more things than we will cover today, and you could just go to bit.ly/4localtechniques to access it. So before you post, you want to make sure that you have a solid profile to start with. An optimized GMB listing will increase your visibility and getting your posts in front of more relevant searchers. This is a dashboard of the back end of when you log into your GMB and what you'll see. And you want to make sure that you fill out your category, which you can find right here in the middle. Ours is marketing agency and website developer. You also want to add in your hours. You can do also down below, you'll see there's products and services, there's an appointment link, service options. So for example, if you do have online appointments, such as if your business meets with people online, you can schedule that you can put that in as a service option. The most important thing is a detailed description. Pro tip would be very careful over optimizing Google because they can make you jump through hoops and go through the verification process again. Especially if your company name has a keyword in it. You want to make sure that your profile is optimized, but not over-optimized, because we've run across this with a couple clients that they have issues with their GMB because they have the keyword in their name. So there are 4 types of posts. Basically, all you need, it's just like a basic social media post. All you need is a copy, an image or a video, and your call to action, a link of where you want it to go. And that's all you need for a post. But let me give you 4 different categories of posts to consider. So the first is what's new. This post highlights anything that you have new going on in your business. It gives prospective customers more information about what makes your business unique. Regular posts about your business will make your listing much more interesting to prospective customers, and that is people searching. Events. Say you have a grand opening or an open house coming up, you can post an event on your Google listing and it'll show up in the maps. And it's a great way to let customers and potential customers know what's going on. Offers are like events, but it's a little different. Offers are used for limited time promotions, and you want to include a photo or a video to support your message and draw attention to it. You'll have the option to set up your offers for online redemption or a coupon code for in-store visits. And you'll need to specify a time frame for your offer, which is the time that the offer would be live on Google. Products or services, you want to broadcast any products or services that you are offering. Start a buzz by showing a picture of what you offer, as well as a description and even a price range. So a tip would be, if a business has more than 2 posts to display, an arrow on the map will display on the right-hand side, signaling that the searcher can scroll to see all of them. It used to be that the posts only lasted for 7 days, but Google has taken that down this year, and so posts will last a much longer time. Searcher will know that there's multiple posts. So let's start to craft your post. Of course, we're all visual creatures, so you want to grab their attention from chronic feed scrollers by using a really cool photo or a video. Not only will a picture or a video draw the attention, the eye of the searcher, it'll reinforce the information that's being delivered. One pro tip would be, and we do this in social media all the time, if you have a 5-star review, you can actually turn it into a graphic and use it as social media, as a GMB post or on social media. Keep it short. One of the mistakes that people make in their GMB posts is using all 1,500 characters, and then the searcher is just looking at this big long wall of text. You want to keep it simple, about 150 to 300 words, and that way, when you keep the most important information at the top of the post, if you go past that 300 characters, the little learn more button will pop up, and you want the most important part above that, so that they don't have to click learn more. If you're not quite sure what to write, put yourself in the shoes of the customers and consider what words and phrasing that would best grab their attention. Once you know the target audience, include phrases that would appeal to them and start to capture their attention. Another pro tip would be, hashtags are unnecessary and irrelevant on GMB. But I do love me some emojis, so make sure you use a few emojis. Optimize your call to action in your landing page. Depending on the post type that you select, you'll have the option to add a nice clickable call to action button on your post. Even though Google doesn't let you create custom calls to action, they do give you several options to choose from. So once your post is ready for publishing, the next step you need to take is to make sure that the landing page is optimized for viewers. That's where you're going to be sending your traffic. It could be a blog post, a lead capture page, or even driving traffic to a new product or service. Your landing page should be clean and aligned with the Google post. Another pro tip is consider using UTM parameters for your links so that you can measure how much site traffic is coming from Google versus your other marketing efforts. So these are just 2 examples of some posts that we've created on GMB. Again, basically a graphic, a little bit of text, and the learn more, which leads to blog posts. Before working with images, I highly suggest that you resize them and rename them using a keyword. You can use Canva to resize and rename. I like Canva. I think it's really, really easy to use. You upload your photo and then you can rename it. Another thing is, when you download, it's automatically set for PNG format. You want to change that to JPEG, to JPG format. Also, another thing, I like to use the Instagram post size. I think it works just as well. When you download it, then you want to save it. Try and keep it a little bigger than 400 by 400. Instagram post size is actually 1080 by 1080. And you want to make sure that it's less than 5 megabytes. If you take a picture with your camera, if you have a really nice camera, the images can go all the way up to 25 megabytes. So you want to make sure that it's resized small enough so that the megabytes it'll upload into your scheduling software without any problem. All right, so let's talk about geotagging images. The first thing you want to do is find your latitude and longitude of your company's location. And then you want to find an image, a JPEG image to use that you want to appear on images.google.com. Once you know your latitude and longitude, you have your image, Then you need to figure out what keyword you want to rename the image using. And that's kind of important because that's an SEO technique. You want to figure out, what do you want to be known for? What is your main high value keyword? And then you can rename the image using that keyword, and before you upload it, you want to get all ready. Then you can run the image through a Geotag image resource, and that'll geotag the latitude and longitude onto the image itself. Once you have the image ready, then you can upload into your GMB, and you would do that going right here into photos. So once you log into the GMB, you click on photos and basically just upload it. On this left menu, let me just go through this. This is what the dashboard looks like. You have the, when you log in, you can post here. It doesn't let you schedule, but you can at least create a post. Also right here, add a photo and create an ad. So posts information is where you can update your description, all the information about your company that we were just talking about, optimizing your profile. Insights is the analytics part, and this will tell you what you're actually getting found for. Reviews, if anybody leaves you a review, because you've claimed your GMB, you're able to go into this section and actually respond as the business owner. And you might want to consider using keywords when you're responding. So if you're a chiropractor, for example, you want to say, hey, thanks for your chiropractic visit at our Six Forks location. Messages, this is where you can set it up for people on the, when they're searching for you and they go to the maps, they can actually leave you a message right through the GMB. Photos, we just talked about. Here's your products and services and your website, you want to make sure. And then also I wanted to point out about users. In the beginning, I talked about making sure that you claim your GMB using a specific company-controlled email address. The worst thing to do is let an employee claim your GMB and then they leave the company. You don't have access to their Gmail, their email address, and now you can't get access. You have to jump through hoops to get your GMB back under your control. So it's much easier to claim it under your company Gmail. We have a company Gmail, and we set up company Gmails for clients as well. Using the user section, you just can make other people, other email addresses, managers, and that's how you can control who's having access to your GMB so that they're able to post for you or upload photos or monitor messages. And if that employee leaves or that vendor leaves, you could just remove their access through the user section. One other thing that I really like is it's not here where you're going to be able to see it. It's down a little lower, but you can actually generate a short code for giving people access for your Google reviews. Before, you had to say to somebody, oh, search for me on Google Maps, and when you find me, you'll have to click the review button. I mean, they have to like do all this effort to leave you a Google review. And so what we found is that you just create a short link here and you send it to your good customers who you want to get a good review from. Now we are up to publishing. Here are some resources that you can use. Many people ask how often they should post on the GMB. We recommend posting weekly, one post, one image, and respond to one review weekly. And that'll keep your GMB active, and Google will see that you have activity. We have an upcoming webinar. It's called How to Optimize Your Website to Predictably Convert High Quality Leads. And it's going to be on June 24th at 1 o'clock. It'll be about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the content and the questions that we get. We're going to go over, when we build websites, we make sure that they are both SEO optimized and have conversion rate optimization in place, techniques in place, so that our websites get found in Google as well as convert better quality client leads for our clients. And so we're going to talk about how we generate more traffic to the site, the 6 underrated but effective conversion optimization techniques that you can check out on your website and see if you have in place. And if not, then we'll give you some tips on maybe consider adding this or taking this away or moving this button here. And then how to infuse know, like, and trust on your website to increase sales opportunities. If you're interested in the webinar, you can go to June 2021 webinar.gr8.com. Let me do a quick demo of this platform. This is if people have multiple locations or they want to schedule posts out. If you're not going to use Recur Post, Plannable, or Hoots, we go by, start with locations, and then we click on a location. In here, you're able to actually update all the information in your GMB profile right here, and it's connected. This is where you have your attributes. Appointment required. We have online appointments, which I had mentioned. Wheelchair accessible, mask required. And then we have all of our services and other list link. Here's the link that you can generate for the Google reviews that you can email out to good customers. So with photo, you can upload a photo. Let's see here. We're going to do this one. So once you upload the photo, then you want to optimize it. And here, I just wanted to point out that the location EXIF data is already set up because we are doing this through the platform that already knows where our location is. So I don't have to jump through any hoops for this. Here is where you can add your title. I had already kind of optimized it, but up here you can put in your keyword and then a description, also your keyword. Now, again, you don't have to over optimize it, but just make sure that you have that in place. Hit save, and now it's ready to be scheduled. And we will just hit schedule. That's how easy it is. And you can schedule these out for a long, we have quite a few already scheduled. Then for a post, just as easy. You can choose a file. Here's my copy. Here I'm going to select my city name, and my call to action is going to be learn more. Now you can leave it on this platform. You can leave it and it's going to go to the main home page. But I am going to send it to a specific website page, and I would put it in here. I talked about UTM. This platform will set it up for me. So when I get a click to this website page and I look at my Google Analytics, I will know that it came from this. It'll have all of this information. And I will hit save. There you go. Now I have a post, and I'm going to schedule it for here. There we go, schedule. There we go. And that's how easy it is to schedule. You can also monitor all your reviews, your Q&A. This is another thing that we didn't talk about too much, but Q&As is also another area. Google is allowing you to add any questions and answers. You can actually do it yourself. You don't have to wait for a customer to ask you a question. You can actually post the question, and that can go into Google search as well.